Hello everyone, welcome to Kalpa Kendra Tarot. I already deleted an intro that I did earlier because I was just not getting things right. So hopefully I will get things right this time and I don't have to delete any more intros. So we are gonna do 3 readings on the topic nature of your success. What will it be like? Every time I have to remember the name of the topic, I go completely blank, like you might already know by now. So I have prepared 3 readings for you today, and to help you select the group, I have 3 pairs of earrings in front of you. I hope you will be able to select your group by choosing an earring, like a pair of earring that you feel the most drawn to. I don't have anything more to say actually. I can just go to the reading directly. So let me introduce the groups. For the first group, we have the blue, like a pair of blue earrings. For group 2, we have, sorry, I need to sneeze. Sorry. For group 2, I have this pair of gray earrings with pearls attached to it. For group 3, this is, I think, oxidized silver completely. Okay, so these are the 3 readings I have prepared for you, and you can just pause whenever you want to and select a group based on the one that you feel most drawn to. Otherwise, I will see you at the click of your timestamp. Group 1. So if you had chosen the pair of blue earrings, then welcome to your reading. Group 1, I have a fun fact to share with you, which is something personal. It doesn't really concern anybody, but concerns you. See, when I was thinking of which reading to do today, I actually was convinced that I am going to do a reading on your life 1 year from now. And that is how I was selecting my oracle cards, like what do I need and which tarot cards I'm going to use, and everything was planned. Like, I'm going to do the 1 year from now reading. But somehow, when I selected the 3 pairs of earrings that I selected today, I got a strange energy from the earrings. The energy that I got from the earrings was definitely not about 1 year from now. It was huge. I knew that this reading that I'm going to do is not like 1 year from now. What will happen? I mean, things are going to be a little different, but it is going to be somewhat a continuation of what already exists. Nothing major, but the sound that you hear is coming from the kitchen. I hope you don't get disturbed by it. Okay. Cooking is going on, so we all need nourishment. I hope the sound of me preparing my source of nourishment does not bother you. So when I was looking at the earrings, I just knew that they are meant for something big. I mean, they are communicating a huge, major energy to me. And I just knew that the reading that they are asking me to do is something different, something very powerful. And that's when sorry, Indians and their spices, no? Yeah, so and I just knew that the reading that they're asking me to do is something major, is about something major. And that's when I realized that I should be doing a reading on the nature of your success. What will it be like? That's the reading that they're asking me to do. And when I decided on the topic, the earrings were like aligned. They're like, yeah. And the most powerful vibration that I felt came from the blue ones. I just knew that it's not about being most or less powerful, but the energy associated with the blue earrings was major, was something big, something which is going to be extraordinary in terms of their role in the society. Okay, and that's the energy that I was getting. So I knew that the earrings are meant for something else, not 1 year from now reading. Anyway, so that brings us to your reading, and that major energy that I felt was coming from your earring. I was not wrong. I was absolutely right. It looks pretty like royal, regal, and the message that it has delivered is just as regal. So the first card that you received is Ace of Pentacles, then you have Eight of Swords, okay, then you have Four of Pentacles, then Nine of Swords, then understanding, no, sorry, the Sun, then Ten of Pentacles. Let me show you the card. And then you have the Emperor, which is called the Lord in this deck. So, and then I have clarifiers from the Osho Zen Tarot, which are again the Emperor. You got the Emperor twice, then you have the King of Swords, then you have the Sun again, and then the King of Wands, then the Page of Cups, then Ten of Swords, and finally you have Justice. So let's get into your reading now. Ace of Pentacles being clarified by the Emperor. First of all, the source of your success, what your success will be like and what your success will come from, is an endeavor that you will start on your own, and you'll start from the basics. Okay, it is probably going to be your own endeavor, something that you're starting separately, like either your business or something that you decide to do separately. Say you go on to become an author, or you go on to become a painter. It is definitely your own thing. You're starting on your own, and you're starting alone. And honestly, the journey to your success, that is going to be the source of your success. And the journey and what it is going to feel like, it is definitely huge. The kind of success that this thing is going to give you, whatever your interest is, I'll say that take it to mean whatever your interest is, but the kind of success it will give you is huge, and you might not understand that in the beginning itself. In the beginning you might question yourself, thinking, am I doing the right thing? Was I right in breaking away from my family business, or quitting the job that I had, or just starting things on my own? Was this even the right decision? This is what I was feeling. But this is what I was feeling. This is sorry. This is what you are like. This is what I am feeling about this situation. That it completely brings you, when you start off, it completely puts you in a stuck energy where you cannot see, where you don't have the vision of the future. But one thing you ensure, and something that is going to make you feel trapped in your own affairs, is the level of control you exercise on quality, the level of control you exercise on creativity. Like the creative control, the quality control on your product, whatever you're doing is like excessive. You want to create the best piece, like your competition is with yourself, and that is what is going to bring you success, because you're going to be so focused on making sure that sorry, that the thing that you are doing is the best that people like get in the market, that you are going to establish your reputation. Like for example, say you start your a business of bags, okay? People use your bags, and the bags are so, like your bags and purses are so good that definitely it establishes its own reputation in the market. But then if you go like if you go on to branch out and then start selling umbrellas, people will not even question the quality of your umbrellas. I mean, they would just blindly buy whatever. Like you will become a brand that is like, either you could be starting a brand of your own, or whatever you're selling will become a brand. Your name itself will become a brand that is associated with extreme quality control, very high level of, and very intense research associated with every product. That is what it is going to become. That is what it is going to become. But for you to do that level of research, for you to exercise that level of control, obviously in the beginning, you are going to feel like, there is no, like, I don't know when I will see the face of success, or whether or not when it is getting launched. And people will also get, like, your family members might also get a little restless, impatient, with, being like, when are you going to release it, and uh, why are you so specific about everything? Why do you have to be in control of things all the time? You can just start. They will, a lot of people will ask you to make, if say if you're preparing for a launch, a lot of people will ask you to launch early, or not wait so much before, to test your products and get reviews from other people before you launch something. People will really want to question your control, and that will give you an eight of swords sort of feeling, where you're like mentally stuck in your mind. You're like stuck in your mind, and you're like, am I, like, please go away, like, am I even doing this? And you would start thinking, am I doing this right? Or you will go on reviewing your decisions and your products, and whether or not something has been perfect. You will go on thinking about these things, but ultimately it's only because you will exercise that sort of control. When you start your endeavor, whatever it is, you are going to start to establish yourself as the rebel. Like, you will be like, I don't care. You won't even look at, okay, let me say it like this. Like, how when you start something, people ask that, how, okay, tell me what are the best selling products in this business, or what do people like, or what are people looking for in this business, or like, which are the best selling brands, and what are their tricks and strategies. And if you are going to Instagram and you want to become popular, you would probably want to know what people who are already popular are doing. But your strategy is going to be very different. Your strategy is like, I'm not even going to look at what is trendiest. I'm not even going to look at what people are doing. I'm not even going to look at the rules of introduction, body, conclusion. I'm not going to do that. I am going to do what I think people need. People might not have a vision of it, but I know, and that is what I'm going to deliver. So you are going to emerge as the rebel who knows his own truth. I'm so sorry, okay? But I'm sure you don't mind. Anyways, so because I understand this energy, and I know this energy doesn't mind, you're like, yeah, this is not even an issue for you. Me sneezing is not even an issue. So yeah, and you're like, you start as the rebel, and you want to establish yourself as the emperor. You want to establish yourself as the authority in your field, but not by looking at what is the trend in the field at the moment when you enter it. You're like, I know, I have something in my mind, and I am going to exactly deliver what I think is right for this field. And that is what you're going to do. Four of Pentacles and the Sun. You are going to be a little bit clingy and a little bit scared of losing the fun that you had in life. Like, you see the card of Innocence. It's the Sun card, how this man is playing with the dragonfly. So it's like, you are gonna be scared that you are going to get so involved in your work and whatever is going to bring you success. You will feel like you are somewhat going to lose that innocence, lose that happy family time, lose whatever brings you happiness. You are not going to find time to do that, and you are going to cling to it. And your sense of happiness, whatever brings you happiness, it will always play at the back of your mind that you are probably going to lose it. Okay, see the Four of Pentacles card, how this man is locking whatever he owns in this box. Okay, and he's being very, very careful that nobody steals what he owns. And for you, that is your happiness, and your success, whenever it hits you, is going to find you worried that you are going to lose your happiness, and you're going to lose the people who bring you happiness, the people who make you happy. You are going to lose that. You're going to lose your carefree days out in the sun. So that might happen. Your success might be so huge that not only are you going to be scared of it, but you might actually lose it. Like, you might actually be very protective of um your happiness. You might guard your happiness, you might guard the people and guard the things that make you happy, and want to practice it in a way where you might not find a lot of time to do it, but you will ensure, like how this person is ensuring that his things are safe, that is how you're going to ensure that you have your moment out in the sun. And you're going to be very very protective about it. You're going to be very protective about your family, things that make you happy. And if you enjoy doing certain specific things, say whether it's movies or painting or certain things which are not associated with whatever is bringing you success, you will make sure that you keep doing those things and you don't lose that touch. Okay, you're being very very careful in this regard. So I am guessing your success, the success that you're gonna get, is going to be so huge that it is hardly going to leave you any time to have your moment, like that moment of innocence in the sun. And that's why you're being very very protective and careful about it. It's almost like I have to include this in my schedule. I have to have my share of fun. And then you have Nine of Swords. So Nine of Swords is like anxiety, not being able to sleep at night. See how the woman is sitting up on her bed holding her head. She's obviously worried about something. So your success is also going to make you extremely worried. Okay, what is it going to make you worried about you being the finest creator? And this is the King of Wands card. You have the King of Swords and the King of Wands. So this is an energy where you are not being like, you would be so anxious about not doing enough, and you'd be like, am I doing enough? Am I creating, am I utilizing my creative potential to its highest extent, to its fullest extent? That is what will have you worried. And group one, I need to tell you that you need to find a way to chill, because yes, your success is huge and it's also causing you to have huge anxiety. And so I hope, see, one, if you came to the reading wondering what kind of success you'll have and whether or not you'll have success, your confirmation is already here that your success is going to be huge. The only thing I'm going to ask of you is to be very very careful about your body, your mind, your spirit, and take care of yourself at all levels. Obviously you are going to emerge as the King of Wands. You're going to be extremely attractive to people in your field, and if you, no matter what your gender is, you're going to be extremely attractive to the people, you if to the people who, like, what do I mean? Like, I mean that people are going to find you extremely attractive irrespective of your gender. You're going to be extremely attractive to uh, everyone in a romantic crush sort of a way, like Harry style sort of a way. Okay, everyone is going to find you extremely attractive because of your creativity, and that might give you anxiety. And the message that I'm getting is that might give you anxiety in terms of your love life as well. It might get a little overwhelming how people want your energy, how people always want a piece of you, and it might bring in trouble in love life as well, because the success that I'm looking at is huge. And it might cause you to have a few disputes, like few rounds of disputes with people close to you, maybe your close friends, or if you have a partner, then your partner. But that is not going to be why you're worried. You are going to be more worried about uh you being able to channel your creative energy and create the best. Like, you're going to be very focused on your work, so create the best of what you have taken upon the responsibility to create. So if you've taken upon the responsibility to create a painting, you're like, am I creating the best painting? What are others doing? You might at this stage start comparing, like at some point you might start comparing, but it will not be able to have a strong impact on you. It's not like you'll lose yourself in comparison, but your competition will be you. Like, you will realize that the potential that you have is unique. Like, you are drawing upon your own inner uniqueness and your own unique abilities to create what you're creating. And that's why essential to be connected to your own inner voice and your intuition, and that is what you will be creating from your own authenticity, sense of self, and what you are here to do. But it is also going to be associated with some form of anxiety. The anxiety that you're going to have is going to be of, being this, and with this sense of being the leader, being considered the leader or number one in your field, you will have anxiety of be maintaining that position, of people constantly looking at you as this person, as this authority that you are. Then you have the sun, which is clarified by understanding. So ultimately, this success that you're gonna have, you're gonna be very, very careful about, protecting that moment in the sun and having your share of fun. And you're going to be able to have that share of fun. You are going to be able to create the success that brings you ultimately a lot of joy. If you have go on to have children, your children, you will spend a lot of time with your children. And I understand that you being so protective about your innocence, and about having those innocent moments in nature, innocent moments in the world, that you're going to ensure the same for your son as well, your family as well, and you're going to ensure the same for your inner child, for your own self. You're not going to lose, you might have this fear that I don't want to become one of those boring successful people who are always like money, 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 success, success, success. You'll be like that. I don't want to become one of them. I don't want to lose, I don't want to stop having fun. And for that, you're going to have page of emotions, like which is the page of cups, sort of very happy, enthusiastic, joy like attitude towards the world, where people will be like, oh my god, this person is so successful, but look at them go, like run like a kid with their child, or look at them enjoy their ice cream, or look at how happy they get when they enjoy a meal, a simple meal. So that is the energy that your success is going to bring. You're not going to lose yourself, don't worry. Then 10 of Pentacles is clarified by the 10 of Swords. 10 of Pentacles is like the ultimate, Pentacles card. It's like you have everything, so you're going to have huge success, huge abundance. Like, you're asking, like, nature of your success, what is it? Whoa. I mean, the nature of your success is amazing. 10 of Pentacles, you're going to have abundance that you share with your entire family, your friends. You're gonna have a family where people, like, you're gonna have a house where people come over, for weekends. And now we can understand why you have two sun cards. It's like you are not gonna lose that. And I understand your biggest fear, that you're gonna lose that ability to have fun when you become that successful, but that's not going to happen for you. Okay, you're going to be able to have fun, and people are going to come over, maybe your friends, family, your extended relatives, everybody that you consider to be fun and happy. People who are introverts and don't enjoy company of other people, you're inviting them as well and making them have a great time. And it's surrounded by family and loved ones, and it's a very abundant card. You have it all. You have your dream home, you have your dream car, you have everything that you dreamt of, and it's looking really, really good. But being clarified by the 10 of Swords, it shows that it is coming, like your 10 of Pentacles is coming after you have been through something which was massive, in the sense that a massive blow. Okay, something that brought a massive blow to you, your work, your family. Like, you probably went through hell, like you probably hit rock bottom before you found this success, before you found your abundance. It could be that when you start your journey, Ace of Pentacles, but the moment you start, you are starting from a point where you have hit rock bottom, and there is really nothing, like nowhere else to go from there. And that is when you start your journey. Or after you've started your journey, there might be a point where you have lost, like it's like it can't get worse than that. What you hit, that situation that you are in, it can't get worse than that. And guess what, if it can't get worse than that, then what happens? It gets better. So a friend of mine once said to me that if you have if you have hit rock bottom, then be happy, because if you've hit rock bottom, then you cannot go like further down, you can only go up from there. So that's what happens for you. You like hit that point where you are absolutely, like, it can't get any worse, and you are absolutely fall flat. The actual 10 of Swords card has 10 swords on a person's back, and the person is lying flat on the ground. So you have you will probably reach a point of no return, and then that point of no return, when the caterpillar is thinking that I'll die, is the moment when it emerges as the butterfly. That is what will happen to you, and you will find your abundance, and you will understand that you being able to enjoy all this fun, to be able to have fun and be so grounded, how people say that you are so humble and you're so joyous and you're so childlike, you're being able to preserve that, and you have that in you only because you went through your moment of ten of swords, or your that moment of massive blow before finding your abundance. Okay, so you're gonna know the worth of your success, and you're gonna be grateful, extremely grateful, and you're gonna treat that as a lesson. You're gonna know why it was necessary for you to go through that in order to find your abundance, and you're gonna be you're gonna be glad, and you're gonna thank the universe for it. I was saying that you're gonna be glad, but I'm sure you're gonna be glad and not glad. Then the last card is the Emperor, which is then clarified by Breakthrough, which is the Justice card. So you establish, you will want to, like, this is such a synchronistic reading. I want to cry. Do you want to hear me cry? No one wants to hear me cry, but whew, group one, it's like you start by wanting to be the rebel, the emperor, and you end up becoming the emperor. You reach your goal. And how do you reach your goal? Justice is served. This is the card where this person couldn't take it anymore, like whatever situation this person was in, could not take it anymore, and has a breakthrough moment where they break away from whatever was holding them back, and go, this person goes on to create the reality that they want for themselves. I once heard a story about a boy I know who used to work for another person, and he was like a daily wage laborer, and he used to work for a person, and one day his hand got broken, like he had a broken hand, and the person he worked for did not pay for his broken hand, and that like shifted something within him, that broke him so much, that made him feel so helpless, that he refused to work for for that employer. What he did, it was like he treated his hand with his own money, and then he didn't have the money, he borrowed it, and then he spoke to other people that I want to start a business of my own, so would you be willing to invest? And the employer's own brother, who was who was good at heart, he said yeah, okay, and also had some money to spend. He said, okay, if you want to do business, you can do business with me. And that employer's brother gives that boy his own room to start his business, and that's how he starts business and ends up becoming bigger than his own employer. His own employer shrinks in comparison to how big he becomes. And this is a real story. I know the people involved, so that is something that I'm seeing in your card. Okay, this is huge, and that is where I'm going to end this reading. But before that, let me just tell you one thing. Your back of the deck energy for your cards was Nine of Cups. So you're gonna have, like, I can't even, like, I don't have words. Okay, you have to understand, you are going to enjoy, you're gonna have fun. Your success looks big, group one. Okay, and then okay, beneath that is Ace of Cups, and then you also have Two of Cups. So everything that you're gonna enjoy, with a partner beside you. Okay, and beneath that Two of Cups was guilt. So you might have a lot of guilt that because of all the success and all the things that you're trying to do, you're not able to spend as much time, like this guilt came up a lot of times in your reading, that you are not being able to spend as much time with your family and your partner. But then this is something that you're always going to try to compensate for. You're always going to try to make it up to your partner and your family members and your friends by throwing these lavish parties that we see in Ten of Pentacles. Okay, which is coming after your Ten of Swords moment. And this breakthrough, like this emperor that you become, that you wanted to become, which you eventually become, comes after a breakthrough and has been your breakthrough, and it's gonna be known, like the story that I told you. I know the story, and a lot of people know that story, and they use that story as an example. Like they use that person, that boy, as an example. This card talks about that boy as an example. Your story is going to be an example. You are going to be that example that people talk about. That, like, look at group one, okay, how they made it. So that is what your success will look like. It's huge, and I'm so happy for you, group one. If the reading resonated with you, if you liked it, do leave a thumbs up. And if you want to, like, get more such readings, then subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you in another reading sometime very, very soon. Take care. Group 2. If you had chosen the gray earrings, then welcome to your reading. Group 2. The first thing I should say is that when I was shuffling your cards, too many cards associated with love and romance were coming out. Like, I literally saw the lovers, the two of cups. What else did I see? Two of cups, we are pretty constantly. Empress. It's like there was, I understood, a presence of a very strong soulmate or a counterpart in your reading who was trying to come through. Literally, if I took those cards, your reading will be full of, like, it won't be what the nature of your success, it will be the nature of your success together with your soulmate or counterpart. Okay, which is, I don't think you mind, right? Even I don't mind, but I was constantly like, I was not sure if those cards I should be taking, because I was seeing them and I knew they're trying to come through. And when I think lovers or two of cups tried to come through, six of cups came through. So I knew that there's a very strong presence of a soulmate or a counterpart in your reading, and the nature of your success and them trying to come through in this reading just confirms the fact that you will experience your success with them. Okay, they are going to be a part of your success and they are going to be a part of this story. The narrative cannot exclude them. One second. Yeah, so I had to pause. Your reading definitely cannot exclude the narrative of your soulmate or counterpart, okay? And they are telling me, like, they are coming through to tell me that make sure you tell group 2 about my, like, my participation in their life or my presence in their life, because I feel it's important for you to know. I feel it's important you to uh, know this. Like, this is one inquiry that you have, that whether or not you will, like, they will be a part of your success. So here's your confirmation, group 2. If you have a person in your mind that you're asking about, that whether or not they will be a part of your life, the truth is yes, they will be. And they're probably a high level soulmate or a counterpart. Okay. You may, like, you might identify as a twin flame. So that's about it. Let's get out of that way, because I know let's get it out of the way, because I know a lot of twins listen to me. I know that. So yeah, I had to confirm it for a few of you. I know, like, this is something that you wanted to know. So let's start with the reading now. Three of Wands. That's the first card that you've got. So in this journey of your success and the kind of success that you'll experience, one thing that I can say for sure is you would have waited for it for a long time. Like, you probably knew that your life entails you meeting with a kind of success that can literally be defined as fame. You will be famous with, even if not famous in sort of like in a celebrity or influencer sort of way, you will be famous among your people. Okay, people around you will know of you and your story. And either you have had guides tell you this, like your guides have been trying to say this to you, that your journey is different, you're meant for you're meant to do bigger things and you don't know who you are, like something like that. So you are always in the waiting energy, that when is it going to come, and you have waited to meet your success long enough. When does it come? It comes when you find the intensity. This is the Knight of Wands in this deck. When you find the intensity, the energy to meet it. Like, this is coming through for some of you. You might be in your yin energy, the divine feminine energy. So you might not have had a lot of energy available to invest in materialistic pursuits. So you could have had a lot of dream but not known how to make those dream um, turn into reality. Okay, you did not know how to uh, ground those dreams and ground those visions and work on them, break into action, because you were definitely in your yin energy and not in your yang energy. The yang is the one which acts upon the dreams, yin dreams. So you were in being in the yin energy, where you knew your dreams and you were attached to them, you were waiting for them to come true. But when will they come true? They come true when you meet them with the intensity, that speed, that zest. Like when you decide to meet your destiny is when your destiny comes forward. Okay, when you act upon it, night of wands, when you take it, like you charge ahead, you act. That is when, when you find the energy. It is not that you don't want to act also. I think you have also waited to find in within you. You kind of knew that. See, as a creative person or a person who always knew what their soul calling is, maybe you did not know for sure, but you had an idea, and you were waiting not only for that moment but also to find within yourself the energy to go meet that moment. Okay, as I'm doing your reading, I feel an extreme, like at this part, like when I'm doing this part, I feel an extreme lack of energy. I understand, like energetically, I feel drained, and there's nothing that has happened to make me feel that way. So I may be channeling your energy where you know that you have big dreams, but you don't know what to do about them, and the only thing you can do is either wait for your spirit guides or divine timing, or to find within you that energy to go meet your dreams with that intensity. Okay, that is one moment where success is coming for you. And next card you have is Six of Cups. This is where it gets interesting. The nature of your success. What will it be like? Six of Cups is a soulmate card. Is a card where you literally unite with a childhood, like someone you knew in your childhood, or a soulmate. It has a very soulful connection. Someone you've known as a kid. So that's why it gives me those divine soul connection sort of vibes, where you might have known about this person since you were a kid. You might have been able to dream of this person, but this person comes into your life, and the nature of your success is also very different. Group 2, like I knew there's a very earthly feel to your group. Like when I was selecting the earrings, I said this to group 1, that when I was selecting the earrings, I wanted to do a reading on your life 1 year from now. But as I saw the pair of earrings, I like the 3 pairs of earrings, I just knew that they are not meant for 1 year from now. It is meant for they're meant for some other reading, some very powerful reading. And the moment I decided, like moment I thought about doing nature of your success, what will it be like my entire being was like lit. It was like, yeah, that's it, that's the reading. And I knew that that's the reading that I have to do. So I was like totally going to do the 1 year from now reading, but midway I had selected the oracle cards also, but then midway I just realized that no, this is not the reading that I should be doing with these earrings. And for each earring I had a vibe. Okay, for each pair of earrings I had a vibe. The vibe that I got from yours is that you are not interested in some of the materialistic things that make people go crazy. You're not interested in it. You might taste success and feel like this is it, this is what people were crazy about, this is what people said that everybody, like this is what they chase all their life, this is what they work so hard to achieve. It doesn't even feel good. Like you'll say something like that, and every time you achieved anything in life, you just got all the more disenchanted. You were like, I thought that it is going to, only today a friend was telling me that I thought she ended up having a lot of followers suddenly, and one of her videos blew up, and then she ended up having a lot of followers. So she was telling me that I thought that it was going to feel like fireworks, but it feels like nothing. It feels, I feel numb. So that's what you might taste success and then realize that how these kids are, it feels like they're playing with jewelry or gold coins. So it's like that's what these gold coins, which are of immense value, are to these kids, like are to these kids like playthings. These are toys for them, like these are things to play with. So that's the kind of interaction you'll have with money and abundance and materialistic things, where you achieve something and you get all the more disenchanted. You're like, if this is success, then I don't know what I'm chasing, or I don't know if this will fulfill me. And you got disillusioned thinking, what am I supposed to do? I don't feel interested in anything. I'm not looking for recognition, I'm looking for fame. That doesn't satisfy me. If if it boosts ego, which I don't even care about. So you were really dissatisfied, and you did not even know what kind of success you're looking for. And the only time it made sense to you that what you are actually looking for, the nature of your success is also like it is going to depend on your sole purpose, right? I mean, not everybody thinks of everything as success. Like my friend thought that, just the friend that I was mentioning, thinks that, she's living her dream because she has become popular and she's got the followers that she's got. But that's not the definition of success for me, or that's not the definition of success for someone else. But for her it is. Like for me, the definition of success may be enjoying hot meal with my loved ones in a faraway place surrounded by nature. And that may not be the definition of success again for a lot of people. So for you, that that hot meal surrounded by nature feels like the nature of success. And that's why your theme and the energy that I was getting from this earring is so earthly, in the sense that not earthly like pentacles sort of a way, not that, not materialistic, like the feeling that you like, the smell of earth after it has rained. That sort of a feeling I was getting from this pair of earrings. And also, I don't want to like have a favorite and all, but this is also my favorite pair of earrings, by the way. So yeah, it doesn't mean anything, but just saying. So and now I understand that how different the energy of your group is. So you will get initiated in this success, or initiated in the initiated on this path to success. You will start experiencing or get understand what your success feels like when you meet this soulmate or counterpart of yours. You meet them, you literally, you have, it's clarified by the magician card, okay? And it's called existence. You understand the nature of the entire existence, how we are one with the stars. And it was all like it's not like at the root of your existence, you're not you, me, or stuff like that. You're like the entire cosmos. You're like the cosmic brilliance, okay? And when you understand the nature about nature of this creation, and how you are one with everything, and you are literally stardust, you become like, you're initiated on your journey to becoming a master manifester. And who initiates you? Your soulmate, your counterpart, okay? It's after meeting them that you realize what your purpose in this life, in this world is, and what success you're looking for. Because you were not even understanding what your, like, forget success, the definition of success that people have, that needs to change for you. Like for you, it was like, it is not even satisfying me. It doesn't only need to change for you, like it needs to change for everybody. Because what people consider success conventionally is not success. Like it's not success for everybody. Something that people, like for example, in India we have the Ambani family. They are immensely successful, they're billionaires, they're the richest family in India, one of the richest families in India. But a lot of things they do, and their lifestyle, or their entire life might not be the definition of success for a lot of people. It's not definition of success for me, forget a lot of people. So I am not willing to exercise that judgment here, but here it feels like your definition of success is different, and you only understand it and the nature of success that you want and you dream of. It starts, and in that definition falls this counterpart. For you, success was okay, a song comes to my mind, which is a joke I once said, but yeah, I'll tell you the song. So it's like, when you meet that counterpart, when you meet the person, you feel like then your journey to success has started. You see how different your success looks like. You meet that person and you're like, wow, like now I feel fulfilled. What is the aim of success anyway? It's to make you feel fulfilled, right? To make you feel satisfied, to make you feel abundant. That's what this that soulmate or twin flame of yours does. And they make you understand the nature of existence. They make you focus on your existence. They make you understand they make you understand you in relation to the entire cosmos. And that is how you start feeling successful. That is how you understand that, okay, now I'm meeting, like, being a human paid off. So the song that I was talking about is, there's a song, Hindi song. It goes like this: दुनिया मांगे अपनी दुआएं, मैं तो मांगू साजन. So it feels, it's a beautiful song, but it means that the world wants its own blessings, but I want my partner. Okay, so this it's a song. It's a line sung by a lady. In that, like, it's a duet. So the lady sings it, and it basically means that the world will be satisfied with its own blessings, but I only want my partner. Okay, and that's the energy that you have. And I said it like a joke, that song, to someone, but that person was so focused on getting married and meeting the person in a very codependent sort of way, and that's why I said it. But your energy is like, you knew that there is someone out there for you, and meeting them for you would be the definition of success. And if, no matter what you achieve, no matter what you experienced in your life, if they were not a part of your life, it didn't matter to you. Like, you would not be able to experience it, you would not be able to enjoy it. That's the energy that you have. Then you literally have Six of Cups and there's Six of Wands. After you meet them, after you have this, you'll probably go on to have spiritual awakening after you meet this person, this counterpart of yours. And imagine, the nature of your success entails spiritual awakening. That is how different success is for everyone. So after you meet this counterpart of yours, you go on to have spiritual awakening. You understand how we are. You get to understand unity consciousness, Krishna consciousness, Jesus, like Christ consciousness, how we are one with the entire creation, and duality is an illusion. Like, the separation is an illusion. You first understand by understanding that you're not separated from your counterpart, and then you understand that you're not separated from the creation, like from anyone in the creation. We are all one. And this is all, like, separation is basically Maya, the work of mind, the illusion that is here to ensure that you experience duality in its most, like, dense form. That's why we come here forgetting everything, forgetting all about our past lives and the higher dimensions, our existence, everything. But you're going to understand all that. And once you understand your roots, you understand yourself, that awakening happens, you will go on to have your Six of Wands moment, that moment of victory. And that is going to happen in a very, very synchronistic way, in the sense that you will know that everything that you've been waiting for, like in Three of Wands, we saw that you were waiting for this energy, and you know that the moment and the time, the divine timing that you've been waiting for has started. Okay, it will start with something. Like, you might have your spirit guides reach out to you, and your spirit guides tell you that the moment has come, and everything that I told you, everything that I warned you about, is like, that time has come, and now you have to step into your power and, like, face the thing. You have to now rise to the occasion. This is the moment, this is the time when the world needs you. And that is how you are going to go on to experience everything that you have come here to experience. And it's not something, I won't say, like, more than it being promised to you. Obviously the success is promised to you, it is part of your journey, it is part of your destiny. But more than it being promised to you, it is something that you have promised to the world. It is something you owe to the world. Like, you came here, you probably you have that earth angel sort of vibe. You came onto this planet by promising something to this planet, by that, when I go there, this is what I'm going to help you clear, or I'm going to help you achieve. I'm going to help raise the vibration of this planet, the frequency of this planet, and that's why you're here. And it's going to happen in a way, like, you see these people, they are like carrying this wands like structure, but they are obviously following this person in a way as if they have accepted defeat. And this card, a lot of times when I got this in the reading, I got this feeling that a lot of people, or the people who have doubted you, who have said things about you like, oh, this person is going to end up a failure, they're never going to they are never going to make it, and who made fun of your choices, who gossiped about you, never even imagined that you would go on to achieve the things that you dreamt of, finally are accepting defeat. Okay, and they are following you as your followers, and they are literally asking you, how did you do this, how did you do that, and you're being led. And birds, whenever I see bird guides, I understand them as spirit guides. So you're being led on this journey by your spirit guides. And the horse is known to be the vehicle of choice for not only people on earth but also for gods in the astral realm. So you, after having visited all these realms, and you having you know having gone through your visits of different dimensions and astral travel, you understand that your moment to claim the victory on earth has come. Okay, and you are helped by, it's like, horse here is not only your own, like, it's not only to help you move, it's like gods are helping you, gods are giving away their power to help you move. And that's a very strong thing that has come through, that gods are blessing you with their power to for you to ride this no, I have something in mind. To In order to, what is this, a victory ride, in order to carry out this victory ride, gods are giving away their chariot and their animals to you, so that you can go do the things that you have come here to do. So you will get a lot of divine blessings, a lot of divine power. And it's being clarified by 10 of Pentacles. So literally this might put you at world stage, or this will put you, since it's like the card is called We Are the World. You will help people from all walks of life and different parts of the world in coming together. Like, the work that you will do will bring together a lot of people. Your abundance is very different, it's very cosmic, it's very, like, you cannot understand in a materialistic conventional way. What the work that you will do will leave a legacy that people will enjoy. It's like the legacy of Osho. You understand? It's like people will be benefited from the work that you will do for generations to come. And you will more than you being known, I don't think you even care about, like, you will have a kind of success where you won't even care about you being known. A quote is coming to mind: there is no limit to how much you can achieve if you don't care about who gets the credit for it. So your energy feels a little bit like that. But are you seeing the different colors of people coming through? You will have an understanding, or you will develop something which has an understanding of people coming, people who are different, people and their different circumstances, and your understanding towards all of them. Like somebody like Carl Jung, who developed these personality types and archetypes, and talked about the difference between introverts and extroverts. He went really deep into human psyche to find out how one is different and unique from the other. And he helped people understand that they were really not the problem. It's just that them thinking that like they could be appropriated or understood by others the way others, you know by the methods that others have devised in order to simply understand people. What was the problem? Conventions were the problem, people were not the problem. So he started something like that. So you're going to challenge whatever is going to be your moment of victory is going to challenge the world, and is going to help bring a new world order. You're essential for the purpose of a new earth, and you are going to help earth and help the planet transition into a new earth phase. Okay, to help them build a new reality. You're gonna be, your work and your existence is going to be crucial in creating heaven on earth, which you're gonna do with your counterpart. And your relation is very important in the scheme of things. Okay, and then you have Seven of Swords, playfulness. You know how when you become popular or famous, you have to maintain a different persona. It's like you have to constantly be someone that you're not. You have to be happy. You have to, there are times when, if you hear my readings, you'll see, like, sometimes I can't even speak. Like, I don't even have the energy to speak, but I want to make the reading. It's just that I don't have the energy, but I don't have, like, I would not be able to make that reading, like shoot the video or film that reading at any other time. So I go ahead with it. Like, it's like, when you, it's just a reading that I'm talking about, and it is really it's at my discretion. Okay, so whether or not I film it or not film it. But when you become popular, when you become successful, there's a lot that you have to do which you don't want to do, and you have to, like, force a persona, wear a mask, and that is going to be your fear. But what you will decide, and your nature of success is going to ask you to do that. Like, you're not going to have the energy to be authentic all the time. There's times, and you are somebody who wants to be authentic. Like, you are like, if somebody asks you, what do you want to be, you'll be like, authentic. Like, no, what do you want to be, like, in terms of career and everything, and what do you want to be? And you'll be like, yeah, I told you, authentic. I want to be me authentically. So you really focus on being authentic, and that's why Seven of Swords is coming through. And you literally have to solve this dilemma in your head when you meet your success. It's like you have to logically resolve this issue, that yes, I'm going to have moments where I'm going to meet a lot of people, and face circumstances where I don't feel like interacting with them all the time, or I cannot tell them the truth. Because, yeah, another thing is coming through is that when you become an energy reader, when you can literally read the energy of people, it is very difficult to interact with others, ignoring the lies they tell you, because you are then very much aware of the lies. Okay, you are able to read energy, so you can sense lies, and you can't like, others can't understand it, but when people are lying. So you would find it difficult to be with people same way after awakening. And after awakening, when people, somebody may be still in their people pleasing energy, somebody may be acting out of codependency, somebody may be acting out of their fear of abandonment, somebody may be narcissistic in their approach, and you will understand all their energies, and you can't do anything. So you'll have to, you devise a way to coexist and go on. And what you will decide to do is come into your Page of Wands energy about it. Like, you will be playful, like, you will try to battle this with playfulness. So you will be very playful, very happy, and somehow not reveal how you're truly feeling. So that will be the Seven of Swords energy that your success will bring. And the spiritual awakening energy is very high in your reading of nature of your success. The High Priest, your success will establish you literally as a leader who is, like, whose advice is sought, and who is consulted for things like, yeah, Teal Swan comes to mind. How powerful she is, you might be already aware of that. So people will literally consult you and take your advice into consideration before doing something. People, you might emerge as a guru, you might emerge as a leader, you might emerge as an authority in the field that you are in. And all the possibilities, like, that's what, like, I'll tell you something. The path of the leader or the path of the guru is sometimes the hardest. I'll tell you why. Certain people who say a spiritual guru, okay, who decides that they will give up fish one day or non-veg one day, and then they give up. And usually the stories go like this, that they decide to give up non-veg one day, and then they give up, and that's it, life is changed. But you are struggling with, say, not you, but somebody, most people, they struggle with non-veg a lot. They're like, I want to give it up, but I'm not being able to. One day I don't feel like eating it. When sometimes portal's energy gets very, very heavy, the portal energies that come through for ascension, and then they feel like avoiding non-veg. And when the portal's energy become a little, like, it calms down a little bit, again they get attracted to non-veg. So something like that might happen. I basically gave you the description, but that's what people might feel like. Sometimes they are getting attracted, sometimes they're not getting attracted. As a guru, your path will be hardest, in the sense that you might think that, what is happening to me? I am not being able to leave non-veg at one go, like, and I am constantly getting attracted and then repulsed by non-veg. Why is this happening? because non-veg has very heavy energy. Okay, sometimes when you want to do spiritual practices, you get navigate, like you tend to enjoy lighter foods more, foods which are like vegetables and um, fruits and vegetables. So you get attracted to that sort of those foods which are high in energy, high vibe foods. So you might judge yourself thinking, why am I not being able to give non-veg, and I totally don't enjoy it. And yet there are aspects, like I constantly have to face aspects where I get attracted to it. Why then I end up having non-veg? That is because you are having to experience everything, or all the difficulties and obstacles that will come on the path of your followers, so that when they reach out to, when they come to you, are saying that, I am not being able to leave non-veg, or this is happening, one day I'm feeling this, one day I'm feeling that, you will be well versed in it because you yourself went through it. And why did you go through it? Sometimes people do go through, very difficult paths. Why do you go through it? Because you're going to walk the path for your followers first, to know the solution. Like the solution will be known to you pretty much because you would have by then known all the possibilities, like all the permutations and combinations. This is the Two of Wands, and Two of Wands has that energy of being that next step after Ace of Wands. Like Ace of Wands is where you take action, Two of Wands is like you, after you've taken action, or you decide where you want to take action, and make that you take that first step, and after that you start adding more materials and more resources to that decision, where to go ahead, to take that journey ahead. So it is the next step after Ace of Wands. So you're gonna know that whenever people start a journey or start a project, or whenever people, like, you would be the leader, you would literally be the high priest, you would be considered the authority, you might emerge as a guru, a teacher, somebody people look up to, and people will come to you for solution, whatever your field is. Like that is the success that you'll experience. And you're going to know all the possibilities, that all the permutations and combination, all the things that can happen. Okay, you will know. And people will also know that nobody has an answer. You'll be that wise. Your success is going to be that wise of a wise leader that nobody knows. Ask group 2. Group 2 will know. And you are going to get that call. Like somebody once said to me that they only call me when they can't solve an issue on their own. So when they're calling me, it means that the issue has become that much difficult. Like they call the issue, like say if that issue has become like level Kalpa Kendra, like other people can't solve it, so only if they come to Kalpa Kendra will it be able to get resolved. So somebody said something like that to me. So it's like that for you, like if others can't solve it, like only group 2 will be able to solve it. So that came to my mind, and it felt like self-promotion. I'm so sorry, it does not feel that great. Anyway, Queen of Cups. So you are also going to emerge as somebody who knows exactly what other people are feeling and other people are thinking. You're going to literally be the queen of emotions. You are going to understand how, and you see, one of her legs, like one of her feet is like, her foot is like literally in the water. I said feet, legs, foot. So it's basically in the water, and she's feeling the water. And I have once heard this beautiful explanation about Queen of Cups, where she, at the same time, she empties herself, and at the same time she's um, again filling her cup. Like she's emptying it and filling her cup, and that is the cycle of life. Okay, so she understands how everything is connected, and how people's emotions are, because of the nature of how everything is connected. Even though we may not be explicitly aware of it, you will become aware that people's emotions and people's state of mind is indicative of something happening deep within them, and you will become somebody who's master of that. Okay, you'd become somebody who has like Shiva is called the Adi Yogi, and he's called the Adi Yogi because he went within. Like he was the first person to go within and uh, you know develop the knowledge of yoga. And then he then he was the one from whom we got the knowledge of yoga. That's why he's called the first yogi, the Adi Yogi. So you would have gone within so much to delve within your own emotions that you would become literally the queen of emotions, and literally everybody will know exactly, like you will know exactly why somebody is going through something, okay, and you will just feel people. But this being clarified by the Four of Swords, a postponement, it's that when these emotions sometimes make us stuck, okay. The Four of Swords is that energy where you are resting and you are looking at your life and you're thinking about everything, okay. And this woman is literally living a gray life, but looking through the window and seeing all the colors outside. She wants to go outside and experience the colorful life, but she's not being able to do it. She's forced to be in this gray frame, okay. But and Four of Swords, it generally comes with this imagery of somebody lying on the bed resting, okay, thinking about things. So you would be able to understand when people come to you. You would be able to sense the emotional state, like for yourself also, for others also. For others it was just going to be the same as you. Like for you, you will become such a master of your own emotions, okay. That you will understand when you need to rest and you would not judge yourself, and when you need to act and you would not judge yourself. You would know, like you would completely be the one to, like you would have such compassion for yourself that you would teach others the compassion. Like you would know why you had to be in the Three of Wands energy and why you could not meet. Like you would master your divine feminine. Yes, divine feminine of receptivity. That's the energy. You're going to completely become divine feminine. Is different from distorted feminine. You're going to emerge as divine feminine and be in that receptive energy, where intuitive energy, where you are fully open to the world to receive, and you make the world experience their emotions in a way where they understand the value of it. They understand the value of rest. They understand the value of going within. They understand the value. They don't judge themselves for being in this gray area. You're able to show this to the world, okay. That's what you're going to emerge as. And Seven of Cups being clarified by the World card is literally the best ending I could ask for in this reading. Like I don't ask for readings ending, like I don't ask for endings are like what come through. And but for this ending, the ending to your reading, I could not have asked for like a better card. I wanted to cry in group 1 and then I feel like crying in group 2 as well. Seven of Cups is literally the card of dreams, like everything that you dreamt of, like possibilities, every, like the little things, like probably your house, probably whether or not you're going to be able to fulfill your parents' wishes, and probably whether or not you're going to be that painter that you thought you would become, the author that you thought you would become, that public figure, that leader, that spiritual guru, that mother, a lot of things, or that father, that a lot of things that you felt that you would want to become. And thinking about that and not looking at the cup that you have, like you, instead of being interested in what you have in life, you have been very very interested in what all you did not have, okay. And you felt, there were moments when you felt like they were too good to be true and you couldn't have it all, okay. But when your success comes and how you're going to experience your success and the nature of your success is going to be, and it gives me immense pleasure to deliver this message to you group 2, is that when you're like, when you go walk this journey, and the nature of your success will be such that universe proves to you that here the last piece of puzzle is here and it's complete, and now I've given you everything owed to you, everything that was promised to you, everything that you deserved, everything that was always yours. Completion. You are going to be a complete being. And when I said complete being, I meant something. Let me say it to you. It's like we are complete, but world with its expectations and conditioning makes us feel, the world makes, because of their own trauma, and they don't know any better. There's no judgment here, but I understand that they're suffering, then they don't know any better. The world makes us feel incomplete, and as if something is missing, that we are not enough. and you are going to find that completeness, and you are going to be like this, like the Seven of Cups, everything that I dreamt of and everything, it doesn't matter. I am complete, I am whole. And you're going to emerge in this. Your success is going to be this realization that I am complete, irrespective of whatever. I am enough. And you are going to, it's like the world is completion, and you are going to hold that feeling of completion within you. Like, what do I need? I'm the entire universe manifested in, like, as a human form, manifested in a human form, and that's who I am. I am the entire creation in one, like in one dot of, like one dot of a living being. And that is going to, that is going to be the nature of your success, group 2. It's beautiful, and it's such a beautiful feeling. Let me see if there is anything that else I want to say. And that completion is going to make you feel that yes, this soulmate, this twin flame counterpart is going to be extremely crucial to your journey. I saw a lot of cards which were indicating a divine connection, or a soulmate connection. And you are going to understand that yes, they were essential in making you realize how complete you are, or how they made you feel like you were incomplete and you needed them, and then eventually led to your understanding of completion. And you're going to understand that irrespective of whatever you went through and whatever it is, we are all complete, we are all whole, because within us we're all divine, and within us resides God. Okay, the energy of God, the power of God. We are God, like we are gods and goddesses, and literally that energy form, walking as masked as different thing, like walking with the seven of energy on this planet, thinking that we are someone else, but we're literally God, being God in the seven of swords energy. We are God playing tricks with us, playing tricks with ourselves. Okay, that is what you're going to realize. And then the back of the deck energy for you is King of Pentacles. There is going to be huge abundance, like your success, and this is not even the focus of your reading. You're going to find huge material abundance, but your focus and your definition of success is not going to be that. So if you asked, if you had it at the back of your mind, am I going to make money? Yeah, this is all right, but am I going to make money? Yes, you're going to make money, but that is, and even you know, group 2, like knowing yourself, you know that that is not the focus. Like even if you get money, you will again get disenchanted with it. It's like we are the wall. You literally have 10 of cups, so why are you worried? But yes, King of Pentacles, you will have like abundance in a form where you are considered a person who is, who's abundant enough or rich enough to help others. Like people will come to you for help, and you would be able to give, you would be in a position to help them. You would be that abundant. Okay, and then back of the deck energy here is Page of Cups, understanding. You will have a very curious and loving curiosity towards the world, and throughout this journey you're gonna look at everything, like your entire approach to your journey will be of that of curiosity, like very very loving, very very curious, very very like, oh my god, this happened, then this happened, then this happened, everything is so great. And even when you get lessons, you'll be happy to get those lessons. Like even if you go through difficulties, you'll be happy to get the lessons in those difficulties. Okay, that's the nature of your success for you. That's the nature of success for you, group 2. And I'm gonna end the reading here. If the reading resonated with you, do give a thumbs up. Okay, you might not know at this point if the reading resonated with you because it is a future reading, but if you like the reading, then do give a thumbs up. And I love to read your comments. If you would want to receive more such readings, then subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you in another reading sometime very very soon. Take care. Hello group 3. So if you had chosen the oxidized silver jhumkas, then jhumkas are basically earrings. Wait, sorry, I had to ask someone to keep their voices down so that I can do the reading. So yeah, jhumkas are basically what earrings are called in India, this type of earrings. So if you had chosen these jhumkas, then welcome to your reading. Group 3. So I had said this to the two other groups, and I'll also tell you that when I decided to do a reading today, I was basically trying to do a reading on how will your life be 1 year from now. But then when I saw the jhumkas, the vibe that they were emanating, I realized that it is not 1 year from now reading that they are made for. I mean, I'm supposed to do something more powerful with them. Okay, so that's when it came to my mind that nature of your success, what will it be like? So that's the reading that I want to do. And I got a different vibe from each of the pairs. But the vibe that I got from yours was because of the intricate details of, I don't know what, but was that of luxury. That one thing that you want to know when you come to this reading is that, will I have luxury? Will my success include a luxurious life? The answer to that is yes, but it also has some cons attached to the pros, like it is with every situation, right? So you will definitely go on to experience luxury, and your success will entail a lot of luxury, but it will also give way to situations where, wait a second, where you will have to deal with a lot of your vices and understand that the way you are understanding success is by placing a lot of importance on external reality, but not so much on your internal reality or inner world. Your success has a lot to do with outer world, what my outer world looks like, but you're not asking as many questions about your inner world, or do I feel satisfied? You came here asking, you probably have this question like, will I have a luxurious life, will I be rich? But you were not asking, will I be happy? Because you feel like happiness will come, happiness will be there if I have money, but it is not always the case. Okay, yeah, so let's go into the reading now. For the first card that you have is King of Pentacles, clarified by the Fool. So it looks like how you will start your journey into experiencing your success will be that you will start with abundance. Now, it could be literally your parents helping you start your own business, you getting a lot of inheritance and then investing that to start your own business or your own endeavor. You might be extremely well educated because of the kind of education and opportunities your parents could make available to you, and that is why you are starting off a little in a situation which is a little better than the others financially, comparatively. And you're not starting at a place where you are broke, you're starting at a place where you have enough. And your journey to success starts where you take a leap of faith, and you decide to do something of your own, you start something of your own. Okay, you set out on your own journey. So after being supported by either your family, or you probably are born into fortunate circumstances, if not, you have not experienced poverty, or you have not experienced some of the more challenging circumstances of your life. People around you always ensure that you have a comfortable life. When you start your journey, or like when you set out on your journey to success, is when you're breaking free, and that is the challenge you're taking. And you are, as the Fool, you have the Fool's energy, where you take a leap of faith and you just don't know what life will entail. Like, you don't have the future planned out, but you just go ahead. You're at the edge, and then you're jumping off the cliff. Now that is followed by Seven of Pentacles, clarified by Nine of Cups, which is known as laziness in this deck. Interesting, because Seven of Pentacles talks about waiting for one's rewards after you have invested your money or set out on your own journey. Your rewards don't come in easy, okay? It's like you have to still invest a lot of like energy, or you still have to do a lot more in order to live, or in order to see success, or live that life, okay? Live that life. Or it will take some time, it will still take some time for your rewards to come through, for your success to come through. But you get comfortable in that phase where you have enough, like you're not starting off at a place where you're broke, or you are facing challenging circumstances, and you don't, and at a time when you have to still wait for your success, you're still experiencing luxury, you're still living a life where you know you have more than basics, you have abundance available to you. And this person in this deck, in this card, um symbolizing laziness. No, see, Nine of Cups is a happy card, okay? Nine of Cups is a card where you are pretty fulfilled on your own. But here it is called laziness. It is because this person does not thinks that they have achieved enough, and does not want to do anything more, because they think that this is it, they're happy with the much that they have. And in the Seven of Pentacles energy, which is basically the energy of of waiting of their for their rewards, and still having not come to that point yet, where they have just made the investment, and now they have to wait. You feel like after you have started your journey, you feel like I have done a lot. Like, even though you have not achieved a lot, you feel like energy of fulfillment, or energy of happiness sets in just after you have started your journey. Okay, that is what success is going to be like for you. Your success is going to entail a lot of episodes where you place a lot of value on your external circumstances, in terms of luxury, in terms of your lifestyle. uh, what are the what are the opportunities available to you, what are the financial opportunities available, the kind of abundance that you're experiencing, and you don't really care about whether or not you are being able to materialize your soul purpose, whether or not you are acting on your soul mission. But you are in that energy where you are okay if you are experiencing, as long as you're experiencing a luxurious life, you're fine, okay? You're still in that energy. And then you have the devil being clarified by inner voice in the reverse, which is the High Priestess, okay? So the you're definitely, like I said, you're not listening to your inner voice. The inner voice is something that you're not paying attention to. In fact, what you're paying attention to is the devil, who keeps whispering into your ears what it wants to experience, and what it thinks that will give you other people's attention, and more than respect, attention. What will make other people take you seriously, what will intimidate other people about you. And you are constantly focusing on, will I be will I have a luxurious life, will people consider me successful, how will people perceive me, will people be intimidated by my success? So your definition is a lot like that. Like, when you came to the reading, you wanted a reading like that, like, will I be so rich that people will be like, whoa, like that? Or will I experience that much money, like that kind of money, that kind of wealth? That is what you're asking. And you're totally ignoring your inner guidance, which is trying to point towards something more than what you're trying to experience. See, the thing about money is that no matter how much money you have, no matter how much money you earn, you're eventually going to spend it. Like, it's not there to stay with you. It's like a funnel. Like, you pour money and then it goes to someone else. Like, it's like a funnel. You can't really hold money, you can't really have money. I mean, money, if it is with you in your bank, it has no value, except for certain people who might know that you're wealthy, will behave differently with you because of your wealth, because of the opportunities that money can buy. But eventually that money is going to end up somewhere else. Like, you're going to spend it. Money on its own is not even valuable. But that is something that you're not understanding. That is something that is not even getting to you. Even when I'm telling you, you're like, yeah, okay, I get it, but tell me, how much money will I make? I mean, that sort of focus you have, like, not distracted. You're only, like, not distracted in terms of not, like, you're not distracted from this question. Your only question is, how much wealth will I make? and you're not understanding that it's at like beyond a point it's pointless. Like after everything that you need is fulfilled and your basic necessities, or say a little bit more than basic necessities, are fulfilled, after that money has no meaning. I mean, it's just, it's with you one day, it's gonna be with someone else the other day. It's like that. But that inner guidance, that deeper wisdom about wealth, abundance is not coming to you. You're not even understanding that we attract money. For you, it's like any, you can resort to any means and any tricks to that will get you to become successful. Okay, and you probably dream of overnight success. You're like, what will get me success quickly and easily? You are probably somebody um, who want to invest in stocks and want to invest in those stocks which will get them to a better place like fairly quickly. Okay, and that's the kind that your success is also going to be like that. Your success is also going to make you actively more dependent on your ideas of luxury, wealth, and what is it called, bhog, what is bhog called, um, like experiencing the materialistic world. That is what bhog is. Like you will be more focused on experiencing the materialistic world than being, then connecting with your own inner self or inner guidance, inner voice, high priestess, your spirit guides. Like you'd be more interested in the devil, in experiencing food, luxury, wealth, branded clothes, great house, great vacations, something like that. And yet it is not going to fulfill you. No matter how much of that you experience, it's not going to fulfill you. You might have a Venus Rahu conjunction and a very prominent Rohini Nakshatra placement. Okay, but then, yeah, like I said, it's not going to fulfill you and you're going to feel that dissatisfaction. That is why you're here, like asking that question with, that is why you have that question in your mind, that will I, how rich will I be? Is no matter how rich you become, you're not going to be satisfied, and you know that it's never going to be enough. Two of Pentacles, rebirth. Well, Two of Pentacles is clarified by, sorry, Ten of Swords and Two of Cups. So you are going to have to balance when you become successful and when you experience this kind of success, which is like raw materialistic success, and more than you experiencing that world fame or people respecting you, you becoming disillusioned by the kind of wealth that you have access to or that is available to you in this phase of your life where you are successful. When you're experiencing this journey, this successful journey, the nature of your success is going to make you extremely materialistic. Not that you're not materialistic now, but it will make you materialistic to the extent where you literally have to balance your materialistic aspects with like, so that you don't develop an illusion of the about the world. Like you have to stay grounded. Okay, so it is also going to give you this balancing. Two of Pentacles is going to give you a Ten of Swords, and it's going to have a Ten of Swords and Two of Cups moment. Now I read this in a few different ways, and I'll tell you all those different interpretations. You can take it as it resonates. You might have someone in mind, someone that you are in love with, and you literally go on to experience a heartbreak where you cannot juggle your success and your definition of success, your understanding of success with that, with that of a person. And the person might, with the energy of love, and that person might accuse you of being extremely materialistic and not being caring enough, or not understanding enough, or not being attentive enough towards them, where you are like totally like luxury, money, and fame, and you're not looking at them, like your fulfillment is not, like you're not looking at them for fulfillment. Or it might be so that after experiencing this, you understand that you are dissatisfied with this materialistic version of success that you have in your mind, and you ultimately have a Ten of Swords moment where you can't take it anymore, when you feel like this is not making you happy and this is like too much for you, where everything is materialistic and everything is shiny, but you know, you gold cannot make you, like gold, it's like Midas touch. Everything that you touch becomes gold. Okay, and then it doesn't make him happy, because literally if everything turns into gold, then what will he love and what will he eat? Who will he be with? So that is what you realize, that you start experiencing that you are really missing that one person in your life, that person who would, your two of cups, that person you want to share your abundance with, and you want to balance it out. You want to balance it in the sense that you understand that you, this materialistic success not only is not satisfying you, you want to experience love as well. Okay, and that is when you start the balancing, that you have to come out of this extremely materialistic energy and move towards a little bit of like listening to yourself and understanding who you are, sharing your abundance. And just after that, just after you realize this Ace of Swords moment, your success is going to have a lot of realizations for you. You're going to experience like huge material abundance out of success, and it is going to come with realizations, like deep realizations. This is what it will look like. So after you have your Ace of Swords moment, where you know the truth, you know that this is not fulfilling, like you have experienced a lot of it, that is when you are going to be able to move towards, and you're going to going to be able to understand the value of, if you have a partner by then, you're going to be able to understand that, this is the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. So you either want, at this stage, you either want someone extremely attractive, and you probably have a partner in mind, like who is extremely attractive, not only in terms of like physical beauty, but also in terms of her demeanor, her demeanor and mannerisms and attitude and worldview, who's extremely attractive, and you want to literally share. It's called abundance and sharing. So you literally want to share your abundance with somebody. And Ace of Swords, you're finding either you're married to someone and you realize that you being totally invested in this and invested in materialistic pursuits is not going to give you the happiness, and what is going to give you happiness is, you have this realization, is you being able to share your abundance with your partner. You either then shift your focus towards your partner if you have a partner by then, and if you don't have, then you realize that you're looking for that partner, that this is not fulfilling you. You are gonna see a kind of wealth, like that much amount of wealth, which is like Venus. In astrology, there's a position Venus in Pisces. Okay, Venus in Revati nakshatra is very, very abundant. So you're gonna experience that Venus in Revati sort of wealth, like a lot of wealth, and eventually realize that it's not fulfilling you. And what is going to fulfill you is you being able to share your abundance with someone. And you probably in this phase, and since we are looking into the nature of your success, you are going to realize that that's what makes you feel successful. Like this is your definition of success. Yes, this success makes you feel successful, but there is also a dissatisfaction attached to materialistic things not being able to give you the warmth and not being able to make you feel fulfilled, like within, like that inner fulfillment not coming from materialistic pleasures. And that's why you then focus on love, and love brings you a lot of, like, your nature of success also entails you realizing how much love fulfills you and how much you need love. And then Eight of Swords, new vision. Like Eight of Swords is clarified by the Hanged Man. So you feel there's a stuck energy where you realize that everything that you thought materialistic success is going to make you feel doesn't make you feel, and you get this new insight. And after this realization, you have this new insight, this new vision, new way of looking at life, where you realize that you were not completely right. You thought that, like, you came to this reading thinking money is everything, just tell me how rich will I be. But eventually you realize that money is not everything, and that leads to a shift in perception. And you feel stuck for a moment, like you don't know how to act, and you're a little bit in the energy of your mind where you're like, so what do? I thought that if I make this amount of money, everybody's going to love me, and everybody is going to, like, everybody, literally people are going to turn into fans. But that is not fulfilling me, or that is not even low-key happening. So what am I missing? And when you realize what you're missing, that you're missing that high priestess, that inner voice within you is somehow was reversed, and now you have to make it upright. When you understand that leads to this moment, like the eureka moment, like, wow, okay, this is what I was missing, like this is what I have to do. And this person is literally transforming and developing wings that will make that person fly. So you realizing this is then going to take you to your Nine of Pentacles, where you experience self-fulfillment, where you are definitely abundant, but your bird, you see, birds always, I always think of them as spirit guides. So you then start listening to your spirit guides and being guided by your spirit, or being guided by someone. If it is a pet bird, then someone who is really, we love our pets, so someone you really love, after experiencing their presence in your life, you are turning into somebody who is experiencing self-fulfillment. Yes, Nine of Pentacles is Pentacles energy, materialistic abundance. You're still abundant. This is your success, and your success is extremely materially, you're going to be very, very abundant, but you're also realizing your own power. You're realizing that you were ignoring yourself in trying to become someone else, or fit into these roles, and then you're basically trying to seek validation outside of yourself, when trying to get the kind of success that you're trying to get, and you realize the illusion that it is, and then you start focusing on yourself, and you emerge as this successful person, this person that who is then able to even see themselves independent and happy, even without their counterpart, or so without their, not counterpart, like without their partner. Like even without your partner, you found, even if you have a counterpart, you're like, you don't need your counterpart to be happy. You're moving out of the codependent energy. You're moving out of that excessive dependence on wealth. See how this figure is so plain and simple. You will go on to experience, like towards the end, like after you have experienced, like this is not towards the end, like eventually your life, like your success story is going to make you a very simple and humble sort of a person, who's extremely abundant still, but understands, but develops an understanding of self and understands themselves enough to be invested in their own journey, invest on their own growth, and be happy in their own company. So a lot of self growth and self improvement is happening on your journey to success, and that is what your success story is going to look like. And that being clarified by the Knight of, I hope this is the Knight of Swords, I really hope. Yeah, it is Knight of Swords. So that being clarified by the Knight of Swords, you are literally fighting to preserve this new realization, this new vision that you have had, and you understand that it's been a fight, it's been a battle. You starting off at the King of Pentacles thinking, I am already abundant, and what do I have to experience? Like you starting from that egoistic place to still having material abundance, but understanding your own efforts and the efforts of the people who have helped you create that abundance, people who helped you start with the abundance that you started with. You are developing a respect for all of them, and when you understand that how materialistic pleasure does not fulfill you, and also when you understand the kind of effort that people the kind of effort that people put into the things that got them the money, got them the abundance, you realizing the value of labor, the value of your own labor, understanding that you have to respect yourself for taking on this journey, you're understanding self-love, self-worth. Your journey, the success, that nature of your success is going to eventually make you focus on yourself. And as when you develop this understanding, you're literally going to fight to keep this understanding alive, and you realize that as much as it has been a battle, you want to keep that fighter spirit within you alive, and you're gonna literally charge ahead to protect, like to maintain this level of independence and maintain this understanding and to learn more. And you're gonna fight for self-improvement, self-development, self-worth, and everything self. Like self becomes a very big focus in your the nature of your success. You're gonna fight to live your best life. You're gonna fight to, and your best life then is not about abundance. Like abundance is something that you have. Okay, abundance is something that will be abundantly available to you. But now you're realizing that that's something more than material riches, that which you were not being able to understand earlier, and you're putting up very strong boundaries in order to protect yourself, love yourself, and the fight is to establish yourself in your best life and in your own personal power. Okay, in your own abundant self. So that's what the nature of your success looks like. In the back of the deck energy is the Lover. So you will have a choice. You will have a choice in terms of sorry. You'll have a choice in terms of love. Like Lover's card presents a choice in the sense that whether you want to choose love or you want to like love is always a choice. You don't want to walk that path and choose someone else and options and stuff like that. So that choice is going to be offered to you many a times. Your journey, the nature of your success will entail that choice in terms of, say, the partner you choose for yourself is going to be extremely crucial in determining the quality of life you have, and that is something that you will realize very strongly, that the kind of life we have depends a lot on the kind of person we choose as our companion. And you're gonna choose love. You're gonna learn to choose love. This nature of your success is going to make you very, very well versed, like very well versed in this department, that you should be very careful about not choosing the right person to spend your life with, because you would be experiencing so much riches and abundance. It makes me that there's one more message coming through which I should tell you, is that you might, this person, you know how you see how abundant sharing, Ace of Swords, truth, you might realize that there may be a turn of event, and eventually after having a successful partnership with your partner, you might go into the Eight of Swords moment, Hangman moment, realizing that you don't want to be with this person, or there is a dispute and this person does not want to be with you. You might realize that Ace of Swords is like, whatever abundant sharing you had, you know, for some of you might resonate, it might resonate, not for all of you, that eventually you might go into this phase knowing that your partner, either your partner doesn't want to be with you or you don't want to be with your partner. Okay, and you might then become the single person, like Nine of Pentacles is a card for singles. So you might, from partner, you might become a single, and you might literally have to fight a battle in the court to re-establish yourself as the single, independent, happy person. Okay, that might also happen. And the next card that you have is the next back of the deck energy is Beyond Illusion, which is the Judgment card. So judgment, this entire nature of your success is going to be, it's going to feel like judgment coming from the universe regarding what all you had to learn and what all you had to face in your life. Like literally justice being delivered to you in a lot of ways. Your story is not a very conventional story, it's an unconventional story, and it has a lot of permutations and combinations. It's just not like there's not like, you don't have like 2 or 3 permutation combinations, a lot of permutation combination. Like this could literally be somebody breaking your heart here, and you having to balance that heartbreak in order to survive and, you know, go on to experience your success again. Or this could be someone coming into your life and making you realize that the way you're working, being totally invested in materialistic pleasure, is you ignoring your heart's true desire and your inner voice, and making you more connected to your authenticity, to your true self, to your inner reality. It could work both ways. Again, this could work both ways as well, where you literally find someone with whom you're sharing your abundance, and that is the truth you're realizing. And then it might also be like Ace of Swords is that you did what you did because you came from this energy where you placed like what you wanted to do with your abundance is share. Like you basically could not enjoy it on your own. Okay, and life shows you that you have in many ways been like, you have been codependent in many ways, where you have not been able to enjoy the fruits of your own labor. And then you go into the Eight of Swords moment where you feel completely stuck, and then universe makes you experience a heartbreak, or this it makes you lose the partner in order to establish you in your personal power once again. So something like that. It is a complicated, it is a, the nature of your success is going to like entail a lot of permutation combination, and it's going to be different for all of you. Whichever part resonates for you, I think there will be like, you might have some understanding or some inclination about Yeah, this is the part that will resonate for me. I think this is what will happen with me. Or you can also wait for universe to surprise you and like offer the blessings that is meant for you and offer you what you deserve and what has been promised to you. Okay. uh, yeah, so the entire thing feels like a judgment, feels like a judgment coming, being delivered by the universe. So that's the nature of your success. Group 3, I see a lot of material abundance in your life, like lot of, like, this is material abundance of like regal kind. Okay, a lot of luxury. So, and just see these cards. You will have in your destiny a counterpart with whom you will share your abundance, whether or not something happens later in life with this, like, not counterpart, like partner. Counterpart, I mean, in like in a partner sort of way only, like not a divine counterpart. I'm not confirming a divine counterpart here. It's like it could be a normal relationship, could be a soulmate relationship. Okay, so that's the nature of abundance. And see how these cards didn't come up for the other group, so I knew that this is like there's something very regal, very luxurious about your vibe. So I'll end your reading here, group 3. If the reading resonated with you, then you can let me know in the comments, or like if you liked it, do give a thumbs up. If you want to receive more such readings, then subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I'll see you in another reading sometime very, very soon. There's someone at the gate as well. Okay, bye bye, take care.